It is getting busy here in downtown Raleigh. You can see it all around us here. It's the start of the short legislative session. State lawmakers returning here to downtown Raleigh to get down to business. They expect to be here in session until early June or so.
So typically in these short sessions, the primary goal is to make tweaks to the budget, but we're asking and we're getting a sneak preview at some of the high interest topics that lawmakers will discuss the next few weeks. Sean Coffey talked to those lawmakers today. He's live outside the legislature with more. Sean, what'd you learn?
Yeah, Lauren, Steve, with every seat in the General Assembly up for re-election this November, it's unlikely we see some of those controversial measures that we saw last year, things like abortion, gun rights, and the Parents' Bill of Rights taken up again. But we did get our first glimpse at some of the measures that could be brought to the floor in this short session, and there's plenty of interest for North Carolina voters.
We certainly like to deal with not just CBD, but medical marijuana, and maybe there's a way we can work something out on that.
CBD and hemp regulations and medical marijuana are just two of the high-interest measures that could be taken up by state lawmakers in this year's short legislative session. According to Senate Leader Phil Berger, so is the possible return of digital gambling machines, also known as video poker or sweepstakes machines.
I think more and more people are coming to that position. We'll see whether or not it's enough for us to do something in the short session.
Also on the radar, new legislation requiring local law enforcement to work with ICE in helping apprehend people who they believe entered the country illegally who are on the run.
In order to enhance public safety for the people of North Carolina, requiring sheriffs to cooperate with ICE is something that should be a priority for us.
Typically, the even-yeared short sessions revolve mostly around budget tweaks, a product of upcoming elections, and in this year's case, razor-thin supermajorities for the GOP in both chambers.
6 months from now, people are going to the polls, and the legislators don't want the last thing on a voter's mind to be something that would create controversy or they may be opposed to.
While lawmakers are still feeling out a potential agenda,
sometimes what he does on the first day of the short session is float a trial balloon, see what kind of reaction he gets to it.
State leaders are vowing not to let a major election cycle take control of conversation on the floor.
I think the more important thing is that the right policy for us to adopt at this time, as opposed to trying to map out what might happen as a result of the upcoming elections.
My colleague Michael Perchik will have a live report at the bottom of the hour about how those budget conversations will fit into the legislative picture and what Governor Cooper presented in his budget proposal earlier today. But for his part, Senator Berger called that more of the same, tax more, spend more from the governor, really setting up this debate in the weeks to come. We're live in Raleigh. Sean Coffey, ABC 11 Eyewitness News.